Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back. It is episode 59. Today is Wednesday, January 13th, and we are back for a regularly scheduled Flosstube video. So we've had a lot of cool stuff going on lately. We hope you enjoyed our whip parade last week. We really enjoyed making it. So we hope you got some good ideas for some projects to start. And so we're just going to jump right in tonight. Since we haven't been here for 2 weeks, we have a little bit to talk about. So let's jump right in with our best new thing, which is what we do every week. And Erin, you're first. What was your best new thing?
So I absolutely hate when people do these vague, like something's going on with me, but I can't talk about it. But we do have something pretty big. I mean, the girls know going on with my family, and I can't really talk about it, but I will say my best new thing is just whenever big things like this happen, I feel like the good thing is that you get to see the love around you and the support. And I feel very supported by these three ladies who have jumped in. I'm getting very emotional thinking about this, but they've jumped in and they've helped us through. It's a pretty dark time right now, and we're just trying to make it through. And just if you could say, a nice word for my family, or if you're the praying type or just the well wishes type, like we could use it. We're struggling. And if I seem a little down, it's for a good reason. And I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to pull through, but we're going through a tough time. But I'm very lucky to have these amazing women who have shown and showered my family with love. And I hope you three know how much that means to me during this time, especially. And I love you very much. And thank you. You are my best thing always.
We love you.
We love you.
Thank you.
We love you. Erica, what's your best new thing?
Okay, I was trying to think of one just a second ago. I think my best new thing is not so much new, but my child's kindergarten teacher, man, like she blows me away. Like I think she is my best school thing right now because she somehow manages like a Google Meet call with 21 5 and 6-year-olds 2 times a day and like doesn't lose her mind. I would be like I would be done. And
can you imagine being a kindergarten teacher pre-COVID and then being told, now you have to do it on Skype. Have fun.
She's amazing. I felt like my child needed some extra like one-on-one time with her because he's the kind of kid that wants to like make a connection with someone and like be able to talk with them and like really form a relationship. And I didn't feel like he was really getting that. So she meets with him once a week, like just the two of them or like with another kid from the class. And they just like do some learning activities and they hang out. And she's up like all night. She like sends grades for papers at like 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, what? This woman, she's a parent and she's this crazy teacher. Like, amazing. I love her. She's incredible. I feel really lucky that even though we're in this really weird situation school-wise, that she's making it really awesome. So that's it.
That's awesome. Jode, what's your best new thing?
Well, to piggyback on Erica's, and then I have two, but you're right. Just saying that, and then I think about like Stella's teacher and Jack's teacher, and it's incredible. Like watching them do school is something like you've never seen before. It's insane. So I agree with Erica. I'm on that train. But my other best new thing is that my mom decided that she wanted to learn to stitch.
Bobby!
No. So it's so funny. Like she'll come over and she'll be like, oh, what are you working on? And she's always kind of like hinting that like she'll say things like, I could never do that. And I'm like, Mom, yeah, you could. You absolutely could do it. And so without telling her, I went and got her some 11 count Aida and some pearl cotton. And I called her and I was like, listen, do you want to stitch? Like, let's do this. And she was like, yeah. So I told her to pick a pattern, which of course, she sends me this pattern and it's like this pattern by a Russian designer. It has all kinds of back stitching on it. It's shadows, it's half stitches. It's like this enormous pattern, right? And I'm like, So maybe let's try something a little more simple. So she ended up picking a cute little hummingbird. It reminds us both of my grandma. And so I went over there on Saturday and we had a little lesson and she's like off to the races.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
So cool.
So how do you feel? I feel like that's the problem when people start cross stitching in general, is that they want to go big and they see these patterns and they're like, I can do that, but that's not how you start. That's not a good way to start.
That's way too big. And she's like, well, can't I make it smaller? No.
That's how people quit. They're like, oh, those are the people that are like, I tried.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it. Well, it's just counting. Anybody can do it. You just picked the wrong pattern.
Yeah. And like I told her, I'm like, just do it whenever you feel like doing it. Like there's no pressure to like do it every day or finish it at a certain time. Like just do it whenever you feel like doing it, and it'll be enjoyable that way. So I'm excited because now we're already close, but now we could like have one more thing to share, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
That's really nice.
Hey, Bubby. Maybe you can have her on as a special guest so we can see her progress.
Ooh.
I love that. Oh my God, we
Do
should do that
that.
for Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
We should have our moms come on. I love it.
That would be amazing. Let's do that.
My best new thing this week is that last week, which we didn't talk about our best new thing, but Oscar got neutered.
Yay!
So my baby is no longer a little baby. And maybe he will stop being such a little perv. He's such a little skeevy perv in my house. But his surgery went really well. And every time, it gets me every single time. I take them there. I think the worst. Obviously, this has been a bad year for us as far as, losing our babies and losing 2 dogs at the beginning of the year. So, of course, I have a lot of anxiety going into it. But he did great. And the vet techs are so sweet. And they always are, fighting over who gets to hold him. Because it's funny because, you drop them off now, of course, for COVID. And I keep my window down so I can hear them go in, and we always park right by the door. And every time they walk in, they're like, "Oh my God, Oscar!" And there's 6 of them that freak out because he is so cute. But she said they took turns just holding him all day, so I don't even think that he was great most of the day.
Awesome.
So they took good care of him. But yeah, I'm very excited. He is the the most current one to have to go in and get that done. But it's just a milestone, and it's off my plate now. I don't have to worry about it, and hopefully he'll calm down in that department a little bit. So
I didn't know he'd been doing that. Is it pretty bad?
no, it's not bad, but when it does happen, I'm not going to give the details about what happens when it does that.
Yeah.
It's not enjoyable. And the one time it happened, Jason and I panicked and we thought we were gonna have to take him to the vet. We didn't know what to do. I've had male dogs my whole life. I've always had male dogs, and Luna is our first female dog. So in 33 years of my life, I've only ever had one female dog.
And
So-
you've never experienced that before? Is that what you're about to say?
Not to the extent that it happened with Oscar.
Maybe it's a Jack Russell thing. Or I know he's not a Jack Russell, but that.
The
We've had male Jack Russells in our families.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're alluding to, and yeah. But that's amazing to me that it doesn't happen in other. I guess I'd never thought of that.
Well, and I've always had big dogs. So Grover was my first small dog, and he was a Dachshund Chihuahua, and I never really had that with him. It wasn't really a thing. But Oscar is a Yorkie Chihuahua mix, and I think that the Yorkie part of him that could be it's a terrier, whatever. I don't know. It was very scary. But
Oh my God.
It's over.
so, so
Well, did the doctor tell you that it was going to end?
no, and he did
Okay.
go with her the other night. So I don't know.
I don't want to break it to you, but yeah, that happened for Jack's whole life.
And Atticus, our German short hair, he really didn't stop doing that until he couldn't walk. So he was like an old man perv. So,
At you.
and he, and they always go after Buddy. I always say to Buddy, are you like bait? Like why are you always getting this, like having this happen to you? It's so bizarre.
Oh, poor Buddy.
That's funny.
TMI. Anyway, let's talk about it, shall we? We really went off on a freaking tangent there. Listen, people thought we were gross when we were talking about kissing our dogs on the lips. Whew,
You know what? Sometimes we just need things to distract us, and I appreciate that's a conversation that distracted me for a few minutes, and I appreciated it.
listen, anything. I have tons of stories I can distract you with. All right, let's talk about haul and stitchy kindness, shall we? So, Erin, you are first.
I got both of those things.
Yeah.
So the first one I have is from Kristen. She made my needle minder, and it's going on my new project, and I love it. Thank you so much, Kristen. It's awesome.
No problem.
And then Jody dropped off some beautiful fabrics. So this is a piece of Jody fabric, and I'm using it for that Just My Type stitch along. I should have kept the picture up. Oh, I think I do still have it up. I purchased, but it has not come in yet. But the Just My Type. For people that don't know, I used to be a keyboarding computer teacher. So that used to be something that I taught, and typewriters are very close to my heart, and I think it will look beautiful on this blue. This blue is crazy. I literally opened this and my jaw dropped. It's gorgeous.
I might need to jump on that pattern bandwagon.
I will warn, I told Jody this already, but I would warn anybody, it's bigger than it looks. It is 139 by 128.
Oh.
It's a big boy. I also got this beautiful purple that I'm already trying to figure out something. Ooh, maybe that Black Needle Society pattern. Oh no, we're gonna do it on the white. Never mind, we already talked about that. We got this blue, which Aria said was her favorite one. For the record, for what it matters. She said that was her favorite. And then this beautiful green. So Jody knocked it out of the park again. Also, Jody has fabrics available. Blood Splatter is back up. So go check out Fire Poppies.
Yes.
Get them while they're hot because they do not last long on that site.
Run, don't walk.
That's right. So then I've showed these before, but I went to Target, and in that $3, you know, that dollar bin in the front, I always look for these because once in a blue moon you'll get them. And I grabbed 2 of them. They're the exact size of project bags.
How cute.
Cute.
And they're $3. And they're really good quality. So I always grab these when they have them. So that's my hot tip. Check out Target. Actually, don't, because I feel like people are doing it and then I don't get it.
And I missed too. I saw that everybody was posting in the Target dollar section that they had the little stitchable notebooks again. Remember, like they're like, oh
No way.
Oh, Jody.
It's one of my finishes.
I totally went and tried to find them because I was going to buy one for all of us, and they were.
When I went, they had one of those. They had one, and then they had one of these other ones that I'll show you guys in a minute. But they literally had one because I saw it and I was like, oh, I need to get one for all of you guys.
I know. That was my plan too.
Bummer.
Mm-hmm. Erin, what else did you get?
I have a couple other things, but I'll show it when I show my finishes because it'll go better then.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Erica.
Okay, first of all, we got a package in the mail the other day, right? I don't remember what it was now.
About that.
Yeah, it's from our friend Lisa Bowers. Thanks, Lisa. She sent some stuff, like destashed some stuff that she thought we would like and appreciate. So got a few cool things for her, and I think it's so awesome, and I really appreciate it. And I know we all really appreciate it. And I have it here, and I'm gonna distribute it to the girls so everyone will get stuff. So Thanks again, Lisa.
Thanks.
Amazing. Let's see here. I have some stuff to share. Jody dropped off some fabric for me as well. This is gonna be a crinkle. Sorry. One thing is this really beautiful 11 count. I don't know if you can really see it. It's kind of like pale blue minty-ish. Can you
Pretty.
tell?
Yes. It looks like almost gray.
Yeah, it's very much like a mint in person, I would say. But my mom used to stitch often. She hasn't in a while. It's her eyesight has changed, and she was hoping to be able to stitch on some like a higher count. So Jody dyed that, and I have a pattern that I like a free pattern. I forget which one it is. And I like kitted it up for her, and I'm gonna mail that to her at some point. So Mom, if you watch this, sorry I ruined the surprise.
That's such a great idea that you both thought of that, though. That 11 count idea is such a great for people that are like losing their eyesight or that it's harder to see. That's brilliant.
Let me tell you, the pearl cotton for people with eyes that aren't so good, there's no separating. You get like a big ass needle and it's super easy to thread. My mom is like having the easiest time with it.
Good. That's awesome.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the regular DMC for the pattern, but so I'm hoping that she'll be able to do that. But my sister lives next door to her, so she can always be like, "No, just get in. Like I'll help you."
She'll probably be able to do it, but she might have to do 4 strands,
She
like
might,
3
yeah.
or 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. We used to have her growing up. She had cross stitch on the walls at home, so I know that she misses doing it, and I'm hoping that this is like the key to getting her back into it because I know she has like magnifiers and then 11 count, so like hopefully it will be good.
I really wish Grandma would get back into it because she was the reason why I started stitching, but she has arthritis. So eyes are fine, but it's the hands, and it is tedious work. I mean, if you have carpal tunnel or any arthritis issues, that can really aggravate it. I mean, it's very detailed work. You don't realize like how much you're holding and gripping and working the needle. So stinks.
It does stink. When she dropped off that stuff, Jody also dropped off this purple.
Very pretty.
God, that's gorgeous.
And some of this killer blue.
I know, this blue is killing me.
I'm loving this blue.
I thought of something I wanted to put on it. Now I can't remember.
I'm telling you, in person, that blue is breathtaking. Breathtaking.
It's true. And then this like dusty rosy pink.
That's very pretty.
Amazing. And then I keep losing my left ear thing. I'm really sorry. If you see me fiddling, it's because my ear is rejecting it constantly. And then Erin passed on to me a Picture This Plus 18 count Ada in Mirage. This.
Ooh.
Pretty.
Very nice. And is this former Jody fabric, Erin?
The other one is from, where was that one from? Wait, the Picture This Plus is not the one from my box. Isn't that one from my box?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think so. I think the one that you're holding there, I think that's from my box, from my,
okay.
Your
my
advent.
25 days.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure. It looks like something that Jody has made before. So I was thinking maybe it was hers because she's done like the mottled gray. But
it's a very similar. I mean, this is why we don't have to do like the fabric of the month anymore. We've got our own fabric of the month, and she does an amazing job.
I know.
So I got
here's some more fabric. I'm like,
I had no idea, Jody, when you texted this week and you were like, I'm doing a drop off, I was like, what? Did I know I had fabric coming? I was so excited. It was like Christmas.
Here's what happens. I get like, an itch to dye fabric. So I'm like, I grab some and I dye a bunch. And then I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with all this? And then I just distribute it.
the best thing in the whole
It's
world.
always welcome.
Oh, good.
It will always distribute it.
Dying kick.
So good. But that's it for me. It was a lovely, lovely gifts of fabric. Thank you, friends.
You're welcome.
Jody, what you got?
All right, so I did the Target run. Just like Erin, I always go into the dollar section because there's like always something you can find. Like
I buy something every time I go in there.
every time, whether it's for a finish or a bag or a something, there's always something. So they had these journals. I'll show you the one when I do my finish, but this one has, I don't know if you can see that, but trying to get it so it doesn't reflect. So the holes are on there, but you have to do this bee because it's in the shape of a bee. So you can't just like stitch anything, and it's not crosses. It's more like back stitching, but it says BU on it. And then it comes with like some floss that you can use, which I'll give to the girls. But this was like literally they had one, and then they had one of the other ones. Do you guys remember when they had the bags? And everyone was going crazy for the bags. That's how I felt. Like I saw one and I was like, I'm so lucky.
Speaking of which, I've never actually sewn on my bag.
Right. Like that's what I was worried about. I'm like, I'm finding a pattern and I'm stitching on this freaking thing because otherwise I'll never do it. So.
Oh my God, ladies, we stitched the Steel City Stitchers logo on it.
And here's the thing about it too.
That's just
So, like,
letters.
that's what you need to do. Like this is my these can come off. You can take it off very easily and then just put it onto a new one. Like buy a new. So if you stitch it and you want to keep, do you know what I mean?
So the Target one, you can't, it's not a ring.
Oh, see, that's my problem. I use this notebook and I'm going to go through it.
It's not hard like that either. It's like paper. It's more like perforated paper.
Oh, so it's not as high quality as what Erin's is.
No, I think you can get those ones at Michael's.
Yeah, these are at Michael's.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I love that you can take it off and then so that I don't have to keep. So I should do a Steel City Stitchers and then I can just keep putting it on.
And you can, yeah.
I'm going to find
But Aria got mad when she saw I was writing in her notebook.
Oops.
Whatever, she hasn't touched the thing.
I'm going to another Target and see if I can find them. Anyways. All right. So I've been really into like, for Chris, remember you were going to start the segment shit Catherine made me get?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm talking to Catherine, our friend Paper Crane Stitches, and she's like, hey, I got this really cool journal. Check it out. And she's like telling me about this journal that she has. And I'm like, cool, girlfriend. Like, what do you do with a journal? Right? And she's like, you keep progress of like what you stitched on. So like every day she stitches something, she writes on the date, and it's like there's a month and then a week and then a day. And then at the end of the month, you can see like, how many days of the month you stitched, what you stitched on, how long things took you. Like, I know a lot of people will sometimes write like start and end dates on their patterns. I ain't doing that. So this journal is nice because every day that I stitch, I just put on the calendar what I stitched, and then I can go back and see how long things took me, like where my whips like fell off the wagon, and just like, you know, progress. So I went online and I bought a journal, and this is the one that I found.
So
Love it.
Love it. I love it so much. So inside, it's cool. Like there's all kind. You can like track your mood and stuff, and it's kind of crazy. But so I just every day I'm already 3 days behind here. But I just write in there what I stitched, and then I can go back and look at it, which I think is kind of fun. I've never.
Jody, that's such a good idea.
yeah,
And I hadn't thought about that. Somebody gave me, when I had one of my girls, this journal that's like, you just have to write a sentence a day in it. And it's like a full year journal thing. And I always was like, one day I'll do this. That's what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to write what I stitched for the day.
Yeah.
That's so good.
It's awesome. So like, then I can go back and I'm like, oh, that took me 5 days to finish, or, you know, whatever.
Really?
Like, it's just really fun, and I'm enjoying it. So, anyways, and then finally I bought a new pattern from our girl over at Pumpkin Creek Primitives, Bobby.
hi, Bobby.
hi, Bobby. So I saw her stitching this, and she's stitching it on blood spatter. And she had messaged me, and she's like, "You have to do this pattern. Like, it reminds me of you." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm coming over to your shop to buy it." So this is the pattern. It's Elizabeth Bathory. And for those of you that don't know, she's a very famous female serial killer. And so obviously I'm going to spatter it, and I've talked Kristen into doing it with me. So we might have our own little Sal going on. And then whenever you buy something from Bobby, she sends like extras, and it's so fun. So she had sent mine with some hot chocolate and some unicorn poop marshmallows. But this tape that she used to like tape everything together is like, that's Leatherface. Hello.
Love it.
Die. I like peeled it off, and I have it on my box. Like, I have this tape on my stitching box.
Aww.
That's awesome.
And some stickers, like she always does. Kristen, you're gonna die.
Whoa.
I need
Awesome.
it.
You can have this one.
Thank you.
And then a little Freddy Krueger.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
So thank you, Bobby. And I think that's all my haul. I'm like drowning over here in stuff, and I love it.
Bobby, I'll be giving you a call. I'll send you a message because I need to order that pattern. Yeah, so, and because Jody just gave me another piece of blood spatter, which I showed before, but obviously I've stitched on it before. It's amazing. And so if you want to join us to do the Elizabeth Bathory Sal, let us know. And we'll actually figure out when we're going to start it and like how we're going to sell it. So we'll keep you all posted if you want to join.
That blood splatter is there now. You can go buy some.
Go get it. Go get your pattern and do this with us.
Yeah, and just message Bobby at Pumpkin Creek Prim on Etsy, and she will hook you up.
If I know her, she's probably already sending you an email. Like as this is posting, I know she's gonna already be sending you the like link with the personalized link because she's so good. She's so good.
The best. Like anything that you need to buy, you just message her. She'll get it for you. Like she's like a freaking whiz. I love it.
Awesome.
All right, I had couple things from Jody. I don't remember what all I have shown as far as my fabric goes, but I also received my dark navy. Look how dark that is. This navy fabric. It is drool worthy. And of course, it's just like a giant piece. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do on this, but I love it.
Holy moly.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So thank you, JoJo. And I got a couple other colors, and I had kitted, she had said this like really beautiful palette of pastel-y colors, and which the girls had shown as well. And there's a sky blue in there, which I'm going to be using for a pattern. I don't have the pattern yet though, which is really frustrating. But I'm taking a piece of fabric that I had bought. Jody, because obviously like we can order fabric through Jody and then she dyes it for us. And I have a giant yard of fabric that I told Jody, don't dye for me. If I need something, I'll cut it into the size I need. And then if you could dye it for me. So I'm making a delivery on Friday because I need another piece of sky blue. So it's great. You're like, Jody, can you dye this for me? She's like, yep, not a problem. So
bring it on down.
Bring it on over. So then I broke all of my rules for what I was planning on doing. It was 8 days into the month, and I completely blew my New Year's resolution of not buying any new patterns for the entire year. And when I say I bought $60 worth of Valentine's Day patterns.
Oh, so if you're going to break a rule, you're going to break a rule.
I bought one. I bought $60 worth of $7 patterns. Like, what the hell am I doing?
Oh
so
my gosh.
From 1, 2, 3 Stitch. Those ones haven't gotten here yet, but I did also buy a couple that I wanted to show. First of all, this one has nothing to do with Valentine's Day. And that was the whole, that was the whole reason for me breaking all of my rules. But it's Haunted by Luminous Fiber Arts, our friend Misty. And you get all 4 of those designs.
Can you zoom in on any of them?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Look how cute it is.
And you have this little
Oh,
crow,
that's cute.
Love that crow.
Oh, look at the cat in that one. Kitty and the pumpkin. And then the big one, you've got the cat, you've got the crow, you've got the cat down here. I mean, dead, right? It's only
I've never seen this before. I love it.
this was a release in it was last year, it was 2020. So it must have come out like right around Halloween last year, and I didn't see it, but now I have it. Yes. So also from Misty, I bought Bluebird's Message, and this one is the Valentine's Day one. And I'll show you that when we get to whips, because I've already started it. And Waxing Moon Designs. I love how you get like these trios. I have the Bittersweet Trio, which is the fall trio, which I showed in our whip parade. And so I just had to buy the Valentine's Day houses. Oh, like, look at this house. Look
So
how
good.
that key. Oh my God, they're just amazing.
They're so good.
So then I was just searching Valentine's Day cross stitch patterns on Etsy, and I stumbled across this one by Primitive Stitchin'. And oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so prim. I love it so much. And I can't, well, I'll show you when we get to finishes. So I bought Valentine's Day patterns and I went completely bonkers and started stitching them up right away. And I can't stop. And I have, I think 3 or 4, I can't even remember how many I bought, coming from 1 to 3 stitch, and they should be here soon. So I'm loving life right now. All right, so let's, that's all I had for haul.
Erica?
I forgot that I also broke my no buying things rule, and I'd show you the 2 things that I bought.
I'm glad I'm not alone. We're the worst.
I bought 2 trellis and time patterns because I had the other 2 that go with it, and I saw so I had to buy them. So it's Welcome Spring,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that one's
and
cute.
then Welcome Summer.
Aww. Look at him.
Right, and I already have winter, and I've already stitched fall, so I kind of had to do it. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Agreed.
I was like, I had bought some stuff like to decorate for Valentine's Day around the house. And I realized that I don't have any Valentine's Day finishes. Like I don't have any, and I don't really have, other than my February whip, I don't have anything that's Valentine's Day related. And I love Valentine's Day because it's 4 days after my birthday. Like it's just a happy time. So I went a little overboard. Oh, and also I did buy some finishing things from Joann's that I just wanted to show real quick. If you're always thinking about like fun stuff to get for finishing projects, I really am enjoying the idea of like adding these little embellishments to pillows.
Mhm.
So putting these on the corners of pillows. Look at these little like steampunk hearts. I love these. And then these little wooden hearts.
Oh, I love the wooden ones. Those are cute.
So these are in the button section, of course, at like your craft store at Joann's.
The button section
Mhm.
stuff.
That button section is key. And also the simplicity section at our Joann's, the one that's closest to my house. All of their stuff was on clearance. There was like a bunch of stuff that was on clearance, but all of these button tins that come with these
Oh,
were $3 for these.
woohoo.
So these are going to be really fun to finish, like to add as embellishments on little pillows and stuff, or like
Oh.
hangy things. So
That pin is amazing. I love that one. I could stare at it all day.
these are so fun. They were so cheap. So if you're looking for fun finishing ideas, those are always things that you can add. And you can never have too many like little buttons and stuff around, in my opinion. Oh, and just like some red buttons. I do have some finishing ideas, but we'll talk about that when we get to finishes.
I forgot a pattern that I bought.
Fun.
Sorry, we saw together. I bought it for 1, 2, 3 Stitch, and I only remembered because you mentioned 1, 2, 3 Stitch, but I kind of had to buy it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So it means it will be okay, which I think is very fitting for everything that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
I should be stitching that right now. That's a good one. I need that in my life.
What's cool too is you can do it on any fabric in any color. So
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to Erin, I'll pass this to you.
I need that.
Can you say it in Hebrew? Do you speak Hebrew? Or I don't know.
No, I don't speak Hebrew. It's something beseder, but I don't know what the first word is.
We need Bubby.
We need Bubs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We just need like a Bubby like segment.
Bubby, can you interpret this for us, please? Thank you. Jodi's mom is so fun to listen to because yes, she speaks Hebrew and she can do all of that, but she also has the Afrikaans accent from being from South Africa. So everything she says, it just sounds so like great. I just love it. I love listening to her speak. Yes, we need a Bubby segment.
Agreed.
All right, let's talk about finishes. Erin, you have quite a few finishes this week, don't you?
We have 4 finishes.
What?
And they are all FFO too.
Oh,
And my first one, they're all small, but I still love them, is my Hello 2021.
so cute.
And I put that little fabric
Ooh.
on the back.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I'm excited to hang this one up. We have like a little spot in my bathroom that I put my new hoop stuff on, so that'll be going there.
Nice.
Then I did my January Lizzie and Kate. I finished it. Yay.
Oh, that's adorable.
It
Yeah,
is-
I'm happy with this blue background too. It turned out. I love these calendars. This was I'm really happy I did this. I'm excited for next year when I don't have to like hustle to get the next month done.
No, you just have them done. That's great.
Just be done. So the next one is a sled ornament that I saw in a magazine. Sorry, I'm trying to pull it out. I don't want to get it wrong. I believe it was just cross stitch. I got it from my husband for Christmas. And when we were flipping through the magazine, my daughter and I both were like, that's so cute.
Oh my
So
God.
that's what the
Too.
product looks like. And it is from Just Cross Stitch December 2020's issue, if you're looking for it. You had to buy, I had that eBay gift card. So I bought these sleds and they came as a 3-pack. So I have 2 more. One of them's going to Erica if anybody else wants to do one.
I have one. I bought one a long time ago.
Oh, that's funny.
After you.
When we went to the Crafty U, we bought these little sleds because they were like so cheap, or we got them for free. I don't even remember what the deal was, but
Check it out. I just got this in the mail and they're in there too.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
yeah, super
Well,
cute.
so then I also have the paper. If anybody wants the exact color, it's a perforated paper that it's stitched on.
Oh,
So I have that as well.
I might need some of that.
And I finished this little guy.
I love it.
I love.
possibly cute.
The only thing I will say is it took 13 colors.
Wait, is the pattern specifically for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Literally specifically for this.
Okay.
And then there's also the snowflake one.
Oh, cute.
I
That.
love the snowflake.
Yeah. They're both adorable. And I think when my mom said she liked it, so I'm probably just going to give it to her. But if she forgets about it, then it's going to go on a present next year. She probably will. Although she's been watching our videos and commenting, which I'm so proud of.
Hi.
Hi, Mom. She'll be here in a couple days. All right. And my last one, I bet you have all passed this pattern and been like, that's so cute. Me too. Well, my daughter was like, you need this, Mom. So I got it. This is what they want it to look like. Look at how good on the Jodi fabric it turned out.
And killed that.
I am dead.
It's the fabric. Oh my God. That
You
purple
killed-
makes it everything. Also, look at how they framed it. You don't get the kitty cat's nose. So I framed it a little bit higher up so you get that little nose. Why stitch it if you're not going to show it?
Oh my God, he's so cute.
I love him.
I
So
love
here's
it.
So awesome.
my only complaint about this, and I've said this to the girls, this is kind of touted as a beginner piece. I would not call this a beginner piece. As someone that's been stitching as long as I have, it's not like it was hard. It's just, it was popcorny and there's back stitching. You really had to focus when you were, it wasn't a good beginner piece. I would never tell somebody to start with this piece.
Yeah.
However, if you've been stitching for a while, buy it so that you have the pattern and then do it on a cooler fabric. Because look at how cool that looks on Jodi's purple.
Love it.
Yeah,
Looks
Okay.
so good.
Thank you. It's
And I
gonna hang over here. You can't really see that right now, but it's gonna hang above their food dish.
That's cute.
It's art for the cats.
As
That's it.
you should have, right? Cat art. Perfect.
Very nice finishes. Wow.
Thank you.
So good. All right, Erica, do you have any finishes this week?
I do. I have one finish. Super exciting. All right. I finished March Blows by Bent Creek.
I love that
Can't
pattern.
believe it.
Wow.
So good.
Looks beautiful.
I love
So
that Bent
excited.
Creek style.
It has the little like snappy doodad right here, which
Oh,
was
cool.
I'll hold it up again. The pattern was like, it's easy. Just like shove it through your fabric and you then clip it. Like, because you just like sandwich the front and back of the snap.
Oh.
I don't know if it was because I'm doing it on Ada or not, but it was harder to get it through the hole than I was expecting. So I was like using scissors. I should have used my awl that I have for like my cam snap thing, but like I was using scissors to like open up the hole a little bit so it would like push through.
It's so
Can't
cute.
tell. Thank you. I'm super excited about it. I have some finishing ideas. I sort of want to do like Erin, you have your calendar doodads with like the flat finish, but I've never done that before. So I'm going to ask you for your tips. Because I usually just frame in hoops or like make a little pillow, but I feel like that should be a flat finish. So I
I will
started
say
this last
this.
March.
These things go on clearance all the time at Joann's. You just have to go to the fabric or to the frame area and keep a lookout. I got this thing for like $2.
That's awesome.
Amazing. I want to look for it. I'm really excited about this. Started it in March for March Madness, and I only had, if you watched our whip parade, like the head of the chicken. And so I did the rest of it in 3 days, which is really impressive for me.
Woo!
So yay. And who wants this next? Kristen, are you next?
Yeah, that's great.
I'll take it after you.
All right, cool. Pass it all around. Cute. It's small. It's a 50 by 50 stitch count. So it's
Oh, nice.
you'll have it done in like 30 seconds. You'll just look at it and it'll be done.
Speaking of March Madness, so there's been a lot of chatter on Facebook and some of the cross stitch groups on Facebook about Stitch Madness. So our Stitch Madness or March Madness, we started that last year, and I know some people had comments and stuff. So I've been trying to send people links to our video that we made last March, talking about how we set up our brackets and how all of that worked. So if you are, and I've already posted a little bit, I posted it twice on last week's whip parade when we were talking about March Madness. So if you want to participate and you want to check that out, please go check out the video from last year. It, describes everything that we're going to do. And we'll be doing a video prior to March Madness talking about like getting our projects ready to go, like what we're working on, so that you guys can see it again, just as a refresher. But if you wanted to get head start and get your boards and stuff ready to go. And we also have a template that you can just shoot us an email and we'd be happy to send that template to you as well if you need help setting up your bracket. I literally just took and drew the bracket in my bullet journal just because I keep track of everything in my bullet journal.
Do you have it set? Do you know what you're doing?
No, I only have one project, and it's the only one that I didn't finish from last March Madness. So I do have to set up my board, but it's great for like little projects or projects that you're really close to being done with that you really want to push for an FFO, because the whole goal is to get by the end of March a fully finished project done. So that was my caveat about thank you for bringing up March Madness, Erica, because I definitely wanted to hit on that. All right, Jodi, what finishes do you have this week?
All right, my first finish is my hoodie that I'm wearing. So I decided I can dye fabric. I can probably dye a hoodie. So I did.
That's
awesome.
And I love it. And then the kids were like, oh, I want one. So we grabbed some white long sleeve t-shirts and tie-dye, and it was so fun. So fun but messy project with kids. And so I was kind of pumped about that.
That's awesome.
All right, so I got one of these perforated things, and I just stitched this up today. I love it.
Oh, Jodi, that's so
A little bit
good.
closer.
I light bulb because I'll keep all my ideas in here.
Jodi,
love
you're
it.
amazing.
So this pattern is Valentine's. He's the guy that does all those like super cute animals.
Love him.
I love him. And you know what else is really cool about him? So I've bought 2 of his patterns recently. Both of them came with a free pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So like I bought a light bulb, and I got a light bulb and a cow.
And mine came with like a bonus Halloween one. Yeah, it's awesome. He's great.
Love it. So, and this had some like, actually, this has back stitching on the top that says idea in black, but because these holes are so big, I didn't think that it would translate. So I don't know, maybe I'll play.
Okay.
I love it. I'm so excited, but it's thin. See how it's like bendy?
Oh yeah.
So it came with like these perforated pages for different pattern ideas. And it's all just like back stitching. So but I did, this is obviously full cross stitch. So
how would you do those ideas?
okay, so they are, you like rip out the page, I guess, and follow it, but it's just line. It's just line work.
I see. Okay.
Like embroidery more so than cross.
Yeah. So I'll probably just tear these out so that there's a cactus that's cute.
That's cute.
And then it's like lined too, which I like, and it's thick.
That's a big book.
So,
yeah.
It's big.
I always find like Etsy shops that I think are really cool, but I'm like not ready to buy something yet. And then I'm like, oh, I gotta remember this Etsy shop for when I'm just like perusing for patterns. And I never write them down, and then I never remember what they are. So I want like a place to write down like, oh, I got to go back to that, like for a pattern or for whatever. So that's what I'm going to use. It's little too, like it'll fit in a project bag.
That's awesome.
My next finish is my stitch along that I did with our friend Rebel Stitcher, Colleen. Love her. So we decided to do like a little stitch along again. It was just the 2 of us. Paper Cream kind of crashed us. I don't even think she finished though yet. So Catherine, show us your stuff. I want to see that finished. But I finished my girl. So it's very 3D. So I bought just like a wooden frame at Joann's, wrapped my project around it, and then I got another wooden frame that I wrapped in blue velvet, And then this is just gold ribbon and gold cording. And then I totally effed up the bottom. I only bought like a half a yard of cording, so I couldn't like take it off and redo it. So I added a bow to cover up my screw up, and a little crown charm.
That is so cute.
That's
And
awesome.
flashy. And I'm not really sure what to do with it, but there we have it.
You have to hang it in your office.
Yeah, I put a push pin in the wall and it's been hanging up just waiting like for the video just so I don't forget about it, but I'll have to find a permanent spot for it. So
Love it.
there it is.
Looks so good.
That's all I got, ladies.
It's good.
I have 2 finishes this week. Neither one of them are FFO'd because that's how I roll. So Erin, I had forgotten to show this and share this last time, but Erin had gifted me to borrow this Dark Shadows by Sue Hillis.
And those are from Brooke originally. So
Yeah.
thank you, Brooke.
This came from Brooke, that went to Erin, that then came to me. So I never knew that this pattern was from 2016. Like, it's really not that old, but the picture kind of looks old. Anyway, but it's 6 different little Halloween patterns that you can finish. And of course, I wanted to start working on some stuff for my horror tree for next year. And I got one of them done so far, and I am using green Jodi fabric.
God, it looks just as good as I thought it would. Oh, it's amazing.
And I did use red blood beads for the eyes for the big bat.
Those bat eyes are
So
That-
good.
Christine, that's awesome.
Thank you. So I'm really
Those eyes like make it.
Thank you. So I really want to keep these these finishes simple. So I think I'm just going to, I really want to mimic kind of like the rounded look of some of these, keep them all looking different. And then Sandra our friend Sandra from Texas, she had gifted us some like really fuzzy black lace stuff to use for finishing. So I thought that would be a great way to finish this off. Just put it on a piece of sticky board and then put that cool ribbon around it.
That's a lot bigger than I thought they would be. They look
I'm
like
literally just thinking that.
Yeah.
It's way bigger than I thought.
I mean, in reality, it's not. It's
No,
not,
it's perfect for an ornament size.
yeah. Or like a little pillow. It would make a cute little pillow.
Oh yeah.
But this fabric, Jode, I think is 32. I can't remember. You give me like all different sizes, so I never know what it is. Doesn't matter to me. It's just I think this is 32 count. But yeah. So I'm super pumped about this one, and I want to do all of them. So that's my goal. If I could get one done a month and then get them finished, then I have 6 for my tree for next year.
do them on different fabrics.
I think I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 on the green, and then you gave me like that. I have a darker purple that I want to finish do 3 more on. So I think I'll switch it up. But I have so much of this green. You gave me, I think, a full yard of this green.
I too have a lot of green in my collection now, but I love it.
So I might have to do all of them on the green. I don't know.
The green with the black looks like killer.
It does. And these patterns only call for like a couple of different colors. Like this was literally all just black. And there was a little bit of gray in the bat, in the wings. But like you could sub whatever colors you have. You don't have to use what it's called for. I mean, it's so simple. And then the patterns themselves is just a little bit of yellow and a little bit of orange. Very, very simple. So the other one that I finished was my primitive stitching design called Hearts Unite that I just purchased. And I love this one. I stitched this one up in just a couple hours. It didn't really take that long.
Hours?
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, so cute.
Look at those coattails.
Jason goes, because I put our wedding anniversary date at the top, 2009, because it says 1826. And I'm like, but this is And he goes, I like how I'm wearing tails. I said, you also kind of have like a ponytail. I love it.
I love it.
But this was a piece of Monaco that I think I had just like grunged the crap out of with coffee and tea and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, it smells like coffee big time. And I had this in my stash and I'm like, what better fabric to use for a prim stitch than this? So
It looks
So,
amazing.
looks perfect.
thank you. I absolutely love it. And
What's your plan for it?
so I want to turn this one into a little hanger. So I bought
Ooh.
little keys. So I want to incorporate these little keys and one of these little hearts and make it into a hanger and then almost kind of just like attach these to the corners. So like I want to like put them together and then attach them like a little fob type of thing. And I think that I have like I'll have to look through my fabric stash, but I think I have like a buffalo check plaid or something that would look cute, or I have like a red velvet that would look pretty.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
red velvet. I love that idea.
So I might do like a banner of red velvet at the bottom and then do like a little bit of rickrack and then attach that to the top. But I think I'm going to turn this into a little hanger because some of my other finishes that I'll show or like my whips, I want to turn into like little pillows. And one of the patterns I bought from 123 Stitch, they're all like little Valentine fobby things. So like they're all like supposed to be like little pillows to like fill a dough bowl. So those are all going to be like little stitchy pillows and I can't wait. So those were my finishes. Of course, not FFO'd. All right. Let's talk about whips.
Okay.
And what have you been working on?
All right. My first one is my Erin gnome. And I had so many finishes that I was like, I'm going to save this one. And that way I have a finish next week. So when you see how close I am, don't be mad. I just have to do the stitchers. That's literally all I have left.
Oh my God, you're going to knock that out in no time.
Wow.
The Michigan and the Pennsylvania were so much more fun to stitch, like looking at it. And I didn't know how that heart would translate, but I just think it turned out so pretty. Like that design is so pretty.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
I can't.
That little baseball at the tip of your hat. Yeah.
Oh my God. And the kitties, I was like, it's Taco and Magnus. Look how cute they are.
It's so
I'm
good.
very happy with this. I'm excited to finish it. Very close.
You are so close. Oh my God, no time.
All right, this isn't in order, but this is the next one I'm going to pull out. I'm doing, this is a Adopt-A-Whip from Jodi. I think because I finished that cat, I'm just in the mood to stitch another cat. So why not do this one? Now I will say about this pattern, if you're a beginner stitcher, it's big, but this is a really good beginner stitcher pattern because it's just blocks of color, which I think makes it so much easier. That's what it's going to look like. It looks like difficult, but honestly, it's just blocks. So this is how far I was able to get like the ear. She already had a lot of this part done. She had this part all done. So I did this up to the ear.
Oh, wow. That's a lot bigger than I
Wow.
thought, too.
That is a lot bigger than I thought. Fuck that. I'm so glad I'm not doing it.
You're not a cat person either. So I feel like, but I love it. I think it's so pretty.
So pretty.
And I can't wait to see the other eye come in and have it just like peeking out at you. It's such a cute pattern. I'm very happy with this pattern. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but thank you for giving it to me. Now, I will say it is definitely 3 strands. And it took me a while to decide if I really wanted to do 3 strands or if I should just start over. But it's not so bad. Stitching with 3 strands isn't bad. But I did go through and I looked, and you can see on the tails that there's 3. That's how I decided. But 3 strands looks better.
I could have sworn it was 2, but
It's fine. I think, look at how full. It only looks that full because you did 3 strands.
Right.
what?
So I think that it looks better.
Isn't that like a Monaco?
Probably is.
I have no idea.
It's not Ada.
No.
Oh, no. It's even weave, but it's
28 count Monaco, Jody, that I think
Yeah.
you had bought at
It's that Monaco from Pack Cat that you bought and made me stitch on, and I was pissed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
it's really, now that I stitch on like linen and even weaves a lot, it's really not bad. Like it's a nice fabric, and it's softer than you'd think for something that you just like bought and didn't dye.
Yeah.
It's pretty soft. So
I
it's not bad. I'm loving the pattern. I will say that.
But that fabric is not easy to find.
Oh,
It's-
really?
You know, and that's like the stitching with the housewives, like Priscilla and Chelsea, they always used to buy like the 28 count Monaco from Hobby Lobby, and then they would dye it, and like they would tea dye it, and that was like their fabric of choice. And then they stopped carrying it. Like
Yeah.
everyone stopped. Yeah. So I think they were ordering it. I think you can order it from like Fat Quarter Shop, but it's hard to find.
That's interesting. I mean, it's nice to stitch on. I guess I'm not as involved in it yet to know the difference between this and like a Jobelin, but to me, they stitch the same.
Yeah, I mean, they're both like even weaves. I don't know if there's really like a huge difference, but
I think it's the same as a Lugana.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't really feel a difference. I love it. I'm excited about that one. It's about 100 different colors though.
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's a lot of floss for that thing, but that's fine. I'm so close. I'm gonna keep stitching that one. That one's gonna be the last one I have is a pretty obvious one because I gotta get it done. It's by February. And that's
Yay.
how far I got.
Oh, look at that cute little
Oh.
letter.
And I put this on already because I just couldn't help it. It looks so pretty that it's like a necklace. So I already put my charm on.
Oh, that is cute.
I
Very
love it. February.
Yay.
Are those your whips?
That's it.
All
I don't know how much stitching I'm going to get done this next week, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Yep.
might be a good
All right.
escape.
That might be what's that?
Might be a good escape.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
think my plan right now is so I don't have to like look at a pattern, I might bring that Steel City Stitchers one that I just have to fill all the black in.
oh yeah.
I might finish that.
That's a good idea.
All right, Erica.
Okay. So I did that March blows and I finished it. So I also worked on the bow of the Christmas wreath.
Oh,
Oh, close.
Oh,
I
God,
know.
the color on that.
I'm excited about it. I have decided that Wednesdays, like because we normally record on Wednesdays, that we're gonna work on my top secret for no reason other than I just feel like being top secret project, and maybe I'll make progress on it. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'll
ooh,
show it to you later. So that's it for me. I actually had a finish, so I feel very good about myself.
Yeah.
that was awesome. Jody.
All right. So I continued to work on my squirrel, and I have it born.
Pretty.
Oh my gosh.
Cute as little feet are.
I love his fat little belly.
I know. So I'm coming up on his eyeball. I think once I get his eye in there, I'll be it'll kind of come to life. But look at that texture. Like I looked at this pattern and I'm like, there's no way it's gonna look like this sketch like drawing, but it does.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me, but I love it. It's very, very enjoyable to stitch, I have to say.
It's
So
awesome.
was one, and then my other one, so the blue fabric that we've been talking about, it's like dying to be stitched on, and it stared at me for a while, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do on it, and I thought maybe I would do something in all white, but I've done like a Nordic pattern before that's all white, and it's not the funnest. So I decided to get crazy and stitch with gold. So the pattern I chose, and I can show you guys this because I'm actually not following the actual pattern. I'm following the picture because the pattern is not digital ready, so it's on like multiple pages. But there's the picture.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
And I'm replacing the white with gold. And I just have to plug DMC Diamant Gold really quick. So it comes on a spool like this. Now, I've used gold thread on a spool like this before, but it was not DMC Diamant, and it was a bitch. The gold stripped off. It got into a tangle like with every pass through the fabric. It was awful. This shit is incredible. I have not had one single knot. It is DMC Diamant. And it comes in 3 colors. It comes in 2 different kinds of gold and a silver. So if you have and I use this on my ink circles pattern too. I used it on her crown.
And you just do single strand.
Single strand. You don't have to pull it apart. You don't separate it. You could use, yeah, I take that back. Double strand. Well, but that's me though. I stitch dense. So like I use 3 strands of DMC on any count. Like I'll use 3 on 18 count. So the normal person,
like a carpet.
yeah, the normal person might use 1 strand. I did double up. I was able to do the loop method that way.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure how it was going to hold because it's like slippery, and it worked out beautifully. So anyways, I'm replacing the white in that pattern with gold. I haven't decided what color I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking this teal color, but this is how far I've gotten, and I think I might pair it with this.
Nice.
It's so beautiful.
I wish you could see the sparkle in this gold, you guys, because honestly, it's so shiny. You know when you look at something so bright and it kind of like hurts your eyes? That's how shiny this is. Like it's phenomenal, and it doesn't translate in pictures or on camera, but hopefully you go out and you buy some and try it, because I can't say enough about it. It looks like there's lights on here, to be totally honest. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
So yeah, and that one's really enjoyable too, actually, even though it's kind of a complicated looking pattern, but I'm liking it, so I'll keep going.
I might need to do that with my piece of navy blue. I might need to do some gold or silver on there.
This designer has it's God, I typed it out 3 times today. I can't remember I can't remember, but
It was the Luba.
Yes. Luba D's Atelier. That's what it is. She has a ton of like Nordic patterns, and she made them all into pillows. And they're not that big. They're like 6 by 6 maybe, or 8 by 8. So they're not like these, they're not giant. But it's been really fun to stitch. It's kind of like doing an ink circles without having to do an ink circles, to be honest. So
Need to check her out. Luba Davies Atelier, Atelier, and you can find her on Etsy. Very cool.
Is she the one that does the big like Pennsylvania? Or no, that's a different one. Luba. It's that Luba that's making me.
You know what, Erin? It might be.
Okay. Because I've used her before, and I think I did a Nordic with her before. They're really good to follow.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
The problem I have with those, like the Pennsylvania ones and like those different ones, is they're so big.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going on to her.
And I was trying to find her, but I'm not spelling things right. You know how Etsy is.
She has like those.
Yeah, she comes out with amazing designs. She's fun to follow on Etsy or on Instagram, and she always has new designs out.
Oh my God, her stuff it's crazy.
I wish I could remember which piece I did from her, but I know that her and I had messaged even about it, and she like sent me a special like PDF version because it wasn't the way I needed. She's awesome. She's very easy to work with.
Yeah, here's some of the other like Nordic patterns. That's the one I'm doing, but she's got like.
Oh, you know what I think I used her for was that one. It's the placemat where I have the big and then I had the little like bulbs on it. That's the one I used her for.
Yeah.
Yeah, her Nordic stuff is good.
Oh my God, there's so many. Oh my God, look at these ice skates.
And they're cheap. She's not an expensive designer.
Oh, really?
$5.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. All right.
Okay, pull out the credit card.
Spend all of the money that I said I wasn't going to spend this year on patterns.
All the money.
I just would warn you on hers to check the size and make sure it's the size you want because her stuff is bigger than you think it's going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, look at this Christmas one.
Oh my God, I love the colors combination she did on that.
Right?
I feel like if you did gold and white and silver on that too, that would just be stunning.
This is 92 by 92. So it's big, but it's not like
That's not outrageous though.
No.
I think the Pennsylvania one's like 200 something. Like it's big.
So this says 16 by 16 centimeters. I don't know what that translates to.
So
but
8 inches approximately. A little bit less.
it's not big.
That's not that bad.
It's not that big. Mm.
That would be beautiful on that blue.
Ooh, might have to get that one. Okay, moving on. I had 2 whips this week. So I finished Garden of Erie. That was the goal for January for my Whip Go board. I did not complete my other Whip Go square yet. That is the 2017 Linen and Threads sampler. I'm not making much progress on this thing. I really don't care if I finish that square. Like that's the whole thing about Whip Go. You do what you can. That was a very unattainable goal. I should have set the goal for like 1,500 stitches, which technically I could change the goal now and I could just say that I've completed what I needed to complete. Saying I was going to finish the whole row was unrealistic.
You were shooting for the stars. You should always aim high.
Aim high, fall, crash and burn. Not yet. That's my motto. I am working on my second one from the Sue Hillis book. I am working on Hocus Pocus, and here's how much progress I have on it. So
What does Hocus Pocus look like?
it's cute. It has a little kitty at the top.
Oh, yeah.
And a
Are
little,
you going to do the eyes for the kitty?
I might do them. I only have a couple of those beads left, so I probably will. I also have some they're like gunmetal beads, which I think would be nice. I could incorporate those. It would just add a little bit of texture. But I think I gave Jody all of my other red beads. I don't have them. I don't know where they're at. And then the other one I'm working on,
Kristen, is I have like amber colored beads.
yes.
Ooh. From that Mirabilia that I never did.
Oh, I have those.
Better.
Completely forgot. I have those too from Electra, the one that we never. Yeah, I have those too. I'm going to use those. Yes. Okay. The other one I've been working on, I started this one like yesterday, I think. Be Mine. Oh, geez. Whoa. What did I do?
Oh, no.
I did something good to my pattern here. Okay. You've seen it. It's the bird. And I'm making this on a piece of Be Stitchy fabric.
Oh.
Here's where I'm at. I'm almost done with the bluebird, and then there's just a pretty little border that goes around it. And I was worried about how the fabric was going to translate with this pattern, but I kind of like how it's just like pops of pink and purple, and it looks kind of chaotic. But I like that.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Real
This is a 40 count, And then, like I said, it has a red border that goes the whole way around. So this one I'm going to turn into a little pillow when it's all said and done. And that's all I've been working on. I've been trying to stitch a lot of Valentine's Day stuff. And that's my goal for the next couple of weeks, is to stitch ornaments. That's going to be my focus. Small things. I'm getting overwhelmed with like really big projects right now. So stitching these smaller things is helping a lot. All right. So that is all of our stitchy stuff. We did not have a giveaway last week, but we do have some promos to talk about. So if you haven't checked out our channel lately, our other videos, please go and check out. Erin and I did a video for Caterpillar Cross Stitch to promote the Made to Create sale. So I know we've talked about it in our past videos, but we wanted an opportunity to really show you guys the kit, what comes in the kit if you choose to buy the whole kit from Sally, and then all of the details about the stitch along. So please go and check out that video. Erin and I had a lot of fun, even just leading up to making this 10-minute video. We were on the phone for like an hour and a half talking about stuff. So the video is very short, but it gives you all of the details, and that stitch along starts on the 25th of this month. And I'm very, very excited about that. We already promos for Black Needle Society. Erin, do you want to talk about that?
So Black Needle Society, we got the boxes. We have done our unboxing, and that video will be posted on Friday. So if you're looking for something fun to watch on Friday, look for that. If you are interested in getting a Black Needle Society box, you can use our 5% off discount with Steel City 5. And that only works if you have never bought the subscription and you're buying the subscription. So it doesn't work for the specialty boxes, but it does get you 5% off of the subscription. The next subscription you will be buying for is not the next box that comes out. You can't get the March one anymore. It's done. They're already working on that one. But you can get March, April, May, the May one, which is the rainbow, right?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yes. And it looks like it's going to be awesome. And that's the next one that you can technically sign up to get.
Yes.
So when you buy those boxes, they take a while, but they're worth the wait. Trust me. And wait till you see our unboxing. Oh, it was good.
Oh, totally worth it.
Yeah.
Erica, do you have some stuff with the frosted pumpkin?
Yes, I do. I have the link that's typically in our description. It will still be there, that you can save 20% off a purchase of $20 or more. You just have to submit your email address, and then you'll get the coupon sent to you. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And then until the end of January, there's a code Stitch with Erica that you can use to save 20% on 7 patterns that I like. Now, let's see if I can remember which ones. Happily Ever After, Once Upon a Time, Holly Jolly Santa Sampler, Cozy Gingerbread Snow Globe, the Pen Pal Carrot Farm one with a little bunny, the Pinata Pen Pal one, and shoot, what was the other one? Hold on. Oh, 12 Days of Christmas.
Yes.
There it is.
Woo! She did it.
If you enter Stitch with Erica, you can get 20% off any one of those patterns just through the end of January, which is pretty cool. So if you feel like getting started on Christmas stuff, I think there's several of those that are Christmas. Yay. I think that's all in terms of Frosted Pumpkin. So 20% off with the link below, or Stitch with Erica for 20% off one of those 7 patterns.
Yes. And then, of course, Erin and I are doing the Made to Create Stitch Along. You can still purchase the pattern, the PDF patterns, or you can stitch whatever the hell you want. You can purchase the full kit from Sally still if you want to. You watch our video and you say, yeah, I want the full kit. You can add the needle minder. That's an add-on. Like there's fun stuff. Just be aware that if you do buy stuff and you use our code Plotner10 or Caton10, you get 10% off. either the PDF patterns or the full kit. Just be aware that you probably will not get the full kit prior to the start on January 25th. But listen, it is not a race. You can start this SAL whenever you choose to. It's going to be in 6 equal parts, so you're going to have plenty of time to get caught up. It's coming from England. If you're in the United States, Royal Mail, our customs, it just slows stuff down. So just be patient if you do purchase it. Please don't attack Sally. Don't attack us if you're
I meant to say that on our last video though, like just because it's a stitch along, you don't have to keep any pace. You can wait until the end and then stitch the whole thing. So just don't feel pressured to keep up with anybody. Stitch at your own pace.
Yeah. Listen, I finished this one, you know, the Christmas one. I kept up with that. That was the only SAL that I have ever completed on time. And I've done probably 15 SALs at this point. I don't complete them on time. It doesn't matter. You can do it whatever you want. So just join us. It's not seasonal. It's a made to create. It's going to be all things that we like to do as crafters: stitching, crocheting, knitting, all kinds of stuff. So it's not seasonal specific. So please feel free to join us whenever. We talked about Fire Poppies also carrying more of JODI'S fabric. We just keep talking about it because we want you to buy it, and it's amazing. And Victor, if you watch, don't buy all the fabric.
Let some other people buy it. No.
We love you, Victor.
Oh my God.
His stuff though, man, he puts some amazing stuff on those.
He's good.
He's a fast stitcher too.
He's a super fast stitcher. So you can see all over if you hashtag and you search the hashtag like JODI'S Magic Fabric, JODI Wizard Fabric. There's people all over that are stitching on JODI'S fabric, not even just the blood spatter, but all kinds of stuff. Guys, if you haven't had a piece of JODI fabric yet, you're doing yourself a disservice by not having it. Go get it. It's amazing. It's incredible. JODI is a true wizard when it comes to dyeing fabric. So please go check out Fire Poppies. And they're great about getting orders out to people very, very quickly. So congrats, JODI. I'm so happy that you're keeping up with this and all of your success with dyeing fabric, because
You're always talking about it and supporting it and posting it in your stories, and you guys are always like right on top of it, and so
it's incredible. We love you. Congrats.
I don't want to do anything to stop the JODI fabric train. What are you joking?
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. And it's so funny because JODI'S always like, well, I kind of messed this one up. You know, it's not perfect, so I'm just going to give you guys, and then we get it and we're like, how is this not perfect? I don't understand. So we'll gladly take all of your mistakes, JODI. So that's all we have for this week. We will, of course, check out our video on Friday for our unboxing. Like Erin said, I'm really excited for you guys to see what's in this. Let us know if you have any questions. And we will be back next week with our regularly scheduled video. So we love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you then. Bye.